Yo, what is going on, my dudes? I'm your host Biscuits, and welcome back to another video. Today's video, we're going to be customizing the Ubermacht Rebla GTS. Now, this vehicle is based on a 2019 BMW X5. Now, this is actually my second time customizing this car on the channel. However, my first customization video I made was pretty bad, so I wanted to go ahead and take a chance to redo it and hopefully give you all a much better customization video. The Rebla GTS can be purchased from the legendary motorsport website for just over $1.1 million. Alright, so the Rebla GTS is in the SUVs class category for racing. And we'll start off with the armor and the brakes. For the front bumpers, we got some splitter fins, carbon splitter fins, some street splitters, carbon street, got an aftermarket splitter, carbon aftermarket, twin wedges, and carbon twin. Alright, well, the carbon twin looks good. We'll go with that. For the rear bumpers, we got a secondary carbon or plastic. Okay, honestly, I think I like it stock the best, so we'll just leave that as is. Engine will go level 4. For the exhaust, we have twin bore, titanium, aluminum, oval, carbon oval, the infinity, and carbon infinity. Alright, let's go for the carbon infinity exhaust. I kind of like the stealth blacked out look. For the fenders, we can do some secondary, we can go plastic, carbon, do primary wide fenders, secondary, plastic, wide, and carbon. Alright, let's go for the primary wide fenders. Onto the grille, so we can do a carbon stock, go exposed, carbon exposed, have a street grille, carbon street, roadster grille, okay, the carbon roadster, the Ubermacht, and the carbon Ubermacht. Alright, let's go for the carbon exposed grille. For the hood, we have a few different options here. So we have carbon stock, we have the inset, carbon inset, twin inset, okay, carbon twin, ridgeline, carbon ridgeline, we got the scooped, carbon scooped, vanity hood, so if you guys want to show off the engine, I guess, carbon vanity, aftermarket, and carbon aftermarket. Alright, let's go for the inset hood. Horn, that's fine. For the headlights, we'll go ahead and throw xenons on there. Alright, so we got some livery options here. So we got racing stripes, German automotive, we have smokescreen, got a Kissama Racer, Ocean Showroom, Sunset Showroom, so same thing, but just like they used warm colors instead of the cool colors. Okay. Got Redwood Rally, got in camo, Aztec, that one's kind of interesting, and Split Siberia. I feel like the racing stripes just suit this car a lot better, so we will go for that. Mirrors, we can do secondary or carbon mirrors. Let's go carbon. Moving on to the plate, go for my custom biscuits plate. Respray, let's come back to that very last. For the roof, we can do a secondary roof or a carbon roof. I think we'll just leave that stock. Moving on to the side skirt, so we can do a secondary carbon ridgeline, secondary ridgeline, we got a carbon ridgeline, aftermarket skirts, secondary aftermarket, and carbon. Alright, let's go for the aftermarket skirts. Alright, moving on to the spoiler, so we can do a ducktail spoiler. Nice, carbon ducktail. We have the performance spoiler. Secondary performance, carbon. We have the competition spoiler. Secondary competition, and carbon. Alright, let's go for the carbon ducktail spoiler. That way we can get that traction bonus. Moving on to the suspension, so we're going to go ahead and slam this thing down. And it's going to camber in the wheels, but you know what? YOLO. Transmission, we'll go race, and we definitely want to throw a turbo on here. Windows, let's go ahead and black them out. For the wheels, alright, so these Law Speed 10 wheels just caught my eye, and they look really good on this BMW SUV, so let's go for those. I don't think I've ever thrown these wheels on any of my builds. Tires, we definitely want to go ahead and do some bulletproof tires. So let's go get the respray done here. So we do have a primary. And apparently the secondary is just the very thin stripe right above the side skirt. We also have some trim color. And it looks like the trim color is just the stitching on the seats and some of the stitching on the doors. Alright, I think we're going to go metallic ice white. And secondary color, let's make it gold. Now onto the trim color. Go ahead and go ice white to match it up to the paint. Well, that is everything. Let's go ahead and get this thing outside. We can do a sound test and some first driving impressions. Alright, and here we have the Rebla GTS outside. And this thing is looking mean. I love the carbon fiber front lip, as well as the blacked out carbon fiber grille. Wheels are looking good. And I really love the gold above the side skirt here. So I actually just noticed this. There's actually a little bit of gold on the brake rotors. So I have no idea if that's just how it comes or if the secondary color option affects that. So very interesting. Carbon fiber mirrors are on point. We like the taillights and the lines on the taillights. The blacked out exhaust looks very clean. Love the stealthy look of it. Get the doors open here, take a closer look at everything. So here we go underneath the hood. Something to note, it looks like the stripes on the engine cover are the secondary gold we painted. So come on over here to the passenger side. There are the seats. I actually like these seats, they're kind of unique. And onto the back seat. Very nice. Got 3 seats. You can get all 3 kids in there. Take them to soccer practice. And plenty of space in the trunk here. And onto the driver's side. So I'm a little confused here because there are 3 pedals, which 3 pedals means it's a stick shift, because 3 pedals means clutch pedal, brake pedal, and gas pedal. Yet there are carbon fiber paddle shifters. So why do we have 3 pedals and also paddle shifters? Like, don't get me wrong, I love the carbon fiber paddle shifters, those look really sick, but 3 pedals is completely unnecessary. So here is the first person point of view from the driver's seat. The panoramic roof is a nice touch. Alright, let's go ahead and rev it up here and do that sound test. Nice. Yeah, for an SUV, it actually sounds pretty mean. Alright, so starting off first with the acceleration. Pretty quick, but how quick can we get the kids to soccer practice? That was pretty fast. Look how fast we got to soccer practice. Decent acceleration, and pretty decent top speed too. This seems to be fairly quick for an SUV. Let's go ahead and do a brake test. Nice, brakes work. It'll definitely slow you down. And let's actually do a quick drive train test to confirm. Alright, so the Rebla GTS is all-wheel drive. Which is cool because you could make this an off-roader build. If you let the suspension stock ride height and threw on some off-roading tires, it would probably be a decent little off-roader, honestly. Let's do some handling tests and see how this car handles on some twisty roads. Okay, yeah, just a little bit of oversteer on some of the turns, but overall pretty good at handling, actually. It seems predictable. Yeah, the rear end just really wants to spin out on you on corners, especially at speed. But other than that, it seems pretty steady. Pretty solid car. Alright guys, well that is going to pretty much do it for this video. Overall, the Rebla GTS is a pretty cool SUV in GTA Online. Should you buy it? That depends. If you're a fan of BMW or really like SUVs, four-door vehicles in this game, then yeah, definitely pick it up. It is a cool car, and it's actually decent performance too for an SUV. So I will go ahead and wrap the video up here. If you guys found this video helpful, please drop a like. Also, please consider subscribing if you are new to the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please stay safe, and I will catch you on the next video. Peace out.